And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Strategic Command World War I, the Cold Arms campaign on the Entente side. And I think we're moving towards victory. Got the Ottoman rail there. We can't force march the HQs. Okay, I need them to start... Oh, I suppose they are starting to lose supply because they've been encircled. Okay, so we just need to be patient here with these two to clear these two up. That's where we're at. Yeah, we can see the Ottoman situation is pretty desperate here, because we can see 3 of the HQs, which presumably 2 of which were supposed to be the ones over here, just with nothing between us and them. So they don't have anything. It's kind of the problem the Ottomans are starting to run into. I don't think partisans can de-entrench. Oh no, they have de-entrenchment. Okay. Although it's going to be a pain to digging them out of that hole. Once they start running a supply and taking attrition, we'll be able to pound them at that point. But that's still a bit in the future. Just a bit in the future. They got 4 shells. They got 5 entrenchment there. It's gonna be tight, but I think we're gonna try it. Okay, it's not working how we wanted. Because I got no one that can actually get in there. Got no one that can get in there. Just a slight problem. Okay. We can take that port. We'll have an HQ coming, which will be useful. I think one of the subs ran the blockade. I don't know where it got off to. Send the battleship to the bottom. Can we repair you to full there? We key you to 8, which is probably worth saving the turn. We'll do that. Okay. So now that we control that hex, this is a safe harbor to use. I don't know where the Austro-Hungarian ships are. Okay, it looks like they got one battleship left. And a bunch of subs. We only don't know where one of their subs are. Presumably it's in, I think one of the subs got out, to be fair. Do interroll if that's what actually happened. If that's the case, it'll end up probably revealing itself at some point by getting up to something. Nothing really to do, although 2 to 2 is tempting. Can we afford the replacement core? We can. With infantry weapons? Yes. Okay. Not ready to attack the city yet. Although this is a situation where we are going to start to siege the city down. So it's already down to supply 4. In 4 turns, this will be out of supply, and we'll basically get a somewhat free kill on the garrison, if we need to wait that long. Probably the biggest concern with that would be Ottoman forces coming up. We've got spare forces here. We don't get a lot of spare forces, though. Get it to the Red Sea. From the Red Sea, we can try to send it over to Greece. Either get involved in the Western Front on the Ottoman Empire, or the Eastern Front on the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Got enough shells. Recon run. Take that German out of that position. Okay, didn't get quite the exchange ratio I'd have liked. Have the Cav take the position for the moment. With those units healed up and swap them back in. Artillery, we got 3 shells. We really need 6 to do anything. Okay, so that's the Eastern Front. Making progress. In a position where you can, well, you can actually upgrade your weapons. I think that's going to prioritize over recovery. So they're going to swap the two. That would have worked just as well, I think. Good shell with you, but we're going to want more shells if we're going to shell. Okay, to take that hex has 3 action points, so everyone else is going to be worse. So we'll have you do it. We'd ideally want it to be someone who has 10 hit points instead of 9, but it is what it is, I suppose, in that situation. And we'll repair the airship as well. Yeah, we're definitely making progress on the Western Front. The fact that the Germans didn't even retake some of the positions that we shot them out of is maybe not a good sign for the Germans. Because we basically just took some territory at no cost. And as soon as we get the shells back, we're going to start continuing the shelling. Say start continuing. We're going to continue. You can definitely do it being fully prepared. Okay, so I know only where one German ship is for the moment, so let's try to sink it. There we go. Okay, found the German sub. That doesn't do me much good. So hoping to find a surface ship. Subsurface ships I am not equipped to deal with right now. Oops. It'll probably be fine there. Meant to leave it near the port. Okay, so that's the Western Front. The Eastern Front. Hopefully the naval situation slows down a little bit so we can at least get the turns rolling a bit faster. Yeah, let's cycle a turn. Loss of grain still affecting Austria-Hungary. We haven't hit them so hard they're below 50% yet. Oh, they're still somewhere on the distant line. I don't know where on the distant line, but they're still somewhere on the distant line. Taking a bunch of techs. We're getting really close in some cases. Ooh, Dreadnought on the way back. Not in good shape either. I think we're about to have another Dreadnought kill on the Germans. Almost destroyed one of the infantry corps there. To hit my naval mines. Probably a sub hit the mine, to be fair. Not that I'm not really equipped in that theater right now to deal with subs, so they're gonna get away with it if they did hit the mine. Loss of grain from Galicia leads to hunger in Austria-Hungary. Sandstorm over there. Von Hindenburg replaces von Falkenheim as Chief of Staff. Oh, that's not good for them. We'll see if they can panic and get on one of those objectives before we take it. Are they even on Damascus? They are on Damascus at least. Yeah, I'm pretty much sure that we're at the point where the Ottomans really can't handle any more of their national morale objectives falling. That is in many ways approaching a near inevitability as well. Okay. Campaign's going decently well. Okay. So that's the Mesopotamian and the Southern fronts. Now for the Eastern front. We're thinking again, well, down in the south at least, I think we're waiting for more shells. Up north, I think we've just about got the shells we want. Okay. And slowly and steadily, we're pushing the Germans back. And we do have infantry weapons 2 upgrade at this point. So units that aren't in contact, but may be called upon to fight, should probably upgrade to 2 when available. Submarine dies from attack. Okay. Put that German ship to the bottom. Oh, we've got anti-submarine warfare number 2. These upgraded anti-submarine warfare? No, they're just airship development. Although they should take that. That's range upgrade. Yeah, mainly range upgrade. Gives them better naval spotting as well. Anti-submarine warfare doubling their effectiveness against subs by 2. That's nice. Okay, I think that's all the troop movement and navy movement we're going to do. Oh, no, I haven't done the Western Front. Let's not forget the Western Front. Given adequate time to entrench, so go ahead and shell them. We're not going to take their position, but we might try to destroy them at least. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I can get you there if we were to pull you out. Okay. Okay, now we won't get ambushed when we go take that hex. which is somewhat valuable. So much more likely we'll actually hold on to the hex. And yeah, progress is slowly being made. We've reclaimed all of Belgium. Luxembourg still stands occupied. We got one bit of French territory not held, although we hold some German territory here. So they've got some of ours, we got some of theirs. Yeah, I'll be surprised if we get a report soon that we've driven them below 50%. Hey, unit port? Yeah, that works. That works. Yeah, I don't doubt there's anything that we can do productive on the Italian front with no de-entrenchment weapons. Okay. I should actually remember to do purchasing and research this turn. That's proceeding. We don't have enough for infantry or for the artillery. Although the cost for transports is probably more important. We're going to be bringing American troops over, so let's grab the logistics. Russians, we've got the infantry weapon 2. We can start working artillery weapon 2. And the last gas shell. Some more production tech going. I'm a little tempted to do gas shell here. I'm going to hold off. Italians, we'll work on that last gas shell. When the Italians get their artillery, we're going to want it actually shooting a lot. Get industry going again at France. Oh, as the French, we can pick up our lost core. I can delay that a little bit. I don't think we need it right away. Tank core. To the first one in the production line. Oh, I can afford to replace it unupgraded, so I'll have to remember to upgrade it when we get it. Let's just get more destroyers going. Yeah, look at that. Well, actually, I've still got 100 left, so let's do one to diplomacy as the British. Yeah, let's do a little bit of diplomacy as the British. Let's try to get the Romania coming in. Oh no, the Russians have all got all 5 of their chits invested, so we've got to wait until they do something. So let's cycle the turn and see if our diplomacy does anything. Loss of grain still affecting Austria-Hungary. Adrianople garrison mobilized. Okay. Rough Seas hitting that light cruiser and the Black Prince. Plot naval units north of Scotland blockade imports to Germany and in the North Sea. Production level 2 as the British. Command and control as a 3 for the French. Infantry warfare level 3 for the French. Gas shell production level 2 is the French. Infantry weapons level 1 as the Italians. Command and control level 2 is the Italians. French warfare 4 is the Italians. Infantry warfare level 2 as Serbia. Gas shell production level 1, so I'll double the rate the Serbians are shooting. Fighter development 1 as the Russians. So you're almost 600, and you would be 600 if you weren't sending stuff to Serbia. You're 450. If we weren't mobilizing the artillery, it would be 600 as the UK. Germany provides von Falkenhayn with a field command. That destroyer is really out of position. I've assumed these guys have gone back to Germany, but no, apparently they're only just now trying to go back. Not sure what the level of railgun investment they've done, if that was really worth it. Oof. Lost one of our cores there, and apparently was out of supply badly enough that he is, gave them national morale buff. Buffing the Ottomans instead of nerfing them. That's not what we've been intending. Loss of grain from Galicia leads to hunger in Austria-Hungary. Entente naval units north of Scotland block imports to Germany, and in the North Sea. Third artillery for the UK. Replacement cavalry corps that we lost earlier. Okay. Gotta basically dig them out. Once they're dug out, we're to go there. There we go. Another Ottoman national morale objective taken. That plus Medina, I would not be surprised if it causes the collapse of the Ottomans. Oh, click just as the tooltip showed up. Tooltip show up again. There we go. We got 4,000 national morale, which is actually quite a bit. So maybe that won't be enough, because I think this is like 1,000. Medina might be like 1,000. Yeah, they're down to 19%. Wouldn't take much to throw them over. Got 3 shells to de-entrench here. We're going to need 6. So not quite ready to do an attack there. And you need shells, unless the enemy had moved, they're not going to be doing that. Okay, that's the Eastern Front. Make it 50% better against subs. That sounds like a plan. And yes, we did realize the sub has gone out. It's over there. Not much we can do about that. We got to proverbial safety. Okay. There we go. 3 more German ships into the bottom. Of course, the game decided to pass it through our own minefield, destroying the minefield that I would like to actually, be there. Excuse me, I put the mines back. Okay, I think that's the naval front, so I think we're back to the western front. We've got 3 shells, they've got 4 entrenchments, so we probably want to hold off on shooting. You've got 4, they got 6 entrenchments, so we want to hold off on shooting there. You've got 4, but they got 7, okay. So the exception is shooting up you with the British artillery. Just overstrength the artillery so they hurt extra much. Yeah, I think that's the Western Front. Bring over the reservist units for the UK, but I don't think we need them right now. Or, I'm thinking, forgot about this front. Yeah, I should take it. Swing of the sword. Okay, we don't need this gun to be perfect to do what we needed to do here. We just need it up in range. So next turn, we're going to dump all those British shells into the Sofia fortress, and then everyone surrounding it will just take a swing and it'll probably collapse. Is the plan. With that, not Serbia, well, Sofia fortress, yeah, and then Bulgaria will probably surrender. Oh no, they got a capital over in the Varna, so it'll jump over to the Varna. So it won't be quite that easy. Won't be quite that easy. Yeah. Well, I suppose that's probably where I want to send the British forces. I want to bring the British forces, or get the British forces doing something useful. Bring them over to the Greek front. Okay, and replacements. Stuff we lost is the British, of course. We're lost in situations where we can't actually get them as cheaper replacements. And honestly, at this point, it's probably not worth replacing them. Don't have to pick them as the French. Do the Italians. I suspect the Romanians are probably going to be Russian. Sub-Russian. So we probably want to keep the Russian MPP around. We're not going to spend it research-wise, so that we can spend it on the Romanians. Yeah, okay. We'll pick up some more production tech with you. That ticking. More gas shell production with you, I think. And we'll save the last 100. Same sort of logic with the French. Yeah, most of the French ones we'd want to do are already being done. No, we'll leave the French alone for a moment. Then the British, yeah, I think it's the same thing with the British. I think the British want to invest in some diplomacy. I'd like some Romanian help, please. It's time to call Romania off the proverbial bench. Okay, then let's cycle the turn. I went a little over on this one, but I'm going to try getting back to 3 turns now that the Navy wasn't up to as much. Ottoman morale falls due to the loss of Akroba. Was that Germany falling below 50%? I think it was. And we may have got one of our guys encircled there. Lots of movement. The 12th Corps suffers attritional losses, so I think that is the end of that position. Loss of grain. T.E. Lawrence becomes effective leader of the Arab Revolt. Entente naval units north of Scotland, blockading ports to Germany. And in the North Sea, and a sandstorm rolls up. Belgrade detachment destroyed. Okay, that's the intelligence report. We got the Italian artillery finally arriving. And Serbian Army Corps deploying. Shore of our alliance. And the Don Cossacks are back. And I think that's where we're going to put the part break in before I get distracted and run it for too much longer. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to be bad, and I'm going to do a... Well, it's less of being bad. I'm thinking I'm probably going to take Christmas off, so I want to be one part farther ahead than normal. So I'm going to record 5 parts today. So we're going to record a 5th part, and then we're going to see where we are at the end of the 5th part. Maybe I might be tempted to do a 6th part if I think I'm going to win it in 6 parts. Probably not the case. So if you're watching on YouTube, part tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, we're going to take a short break so I can get up, stretch the legs, replace the soon-to-be empty cup of tea with a can of soda, and then we'll be back to recording. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.